Hello guys, welcome back to another game. We're here on Train Sim World 5 again. Welcome to New Year, welcome to new gaming today. So yeah, we've got some new games coming into the to the channel very soon, so please watch out for that, and don't forget guys to subscribe. Thank you for watching, for the ones that are watching my SCR videos. That went up so quick, that literally jumped to literally about a couple of viewers within seconds. But anyway, so let's get into our train, let's get set it up, let's get going. We're gonna do this one heading up, down towards. We might do this for 3 hours. I'm not sure yet, but depends on how I feel today. About my family at the moment. That's all. But anyway, happy New Year, everyone, and happy. So. We're now in the class 790. No, class 390, which is one of my favourite trains. I'm going to turn on the cab light. It's about this train, about these features of the train, what it does. This is one of my most favourite train. To be frankly, I used to like the class 3995, but that went from class 395 to the. Let's see if I can try and remember now. What you call it? Where's the? Right, train's now ready to get set up. So putting the master key in. Right, to open the doors you can press these buttons here, or you can press Y on your keyboard. That also activates the door. Turn off the AWS is by pressing Q. Putting it into forward or reverse is done by S, is putting it back into reverse. For W is by like turning it off again. And to do your headlights, it should be K or H, I remember. It's H. But you can turn them manually if you want to. Oh yeah, to change cameras is through your number button. So it's like 2 is your, 8 is your also your free roam camera, I think. It is. So what I will do here, I'm going to open the passenger doors by pressing Y. We are a couple minutes late. We are around about 1 minute late, but oh well. This train is actually a fast train as well. There's a DRI that tells you you have to always have to put your foot on the pedal, otherwise the train will just brake automatically. But anyway, I have to watch the window because we've got people coming around the house in a moment. So anyway, I think it is ready to go. Please stand clear of the closing doors. Go into the cab. That is weird. On my screen it's there. What the hell? That is weird. That is very weird. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. That's better. Now you can't see nothing because of the camera thing, isn't it? Sorry guys, what I might have to do, just give me a second. I knew you guys were going to say anything. Better off just to have my camera down there. Be better off in it. Or at the top so you can see it. But I think we're good. Right. Not all of that malarkey. I didn't activate the DRA at the moment because along this bit is 125 miles per hour. So we just need to go head forward it now because we are late to get into London Euston. We're supposed to be there within less than 30 minutes. But I don't think we're going to get there in time because you have to get there and also travel back, which is a different way. Anyway. Anyway, good morning to those who's just woken up, and have a nice day at school if you guys are going to school, or getting ready for college, or getting ready for work. This train is actually not too bad. We're already hitting LADs with about 17 miles per hour already. At the same time, I do need to keep an eye on the chat though, just in case if anybody wants it. But that one was my fault. I moved the thing off by accident. We're going to stop briefly, then we're going to start moving again in a minute. What? That was my fault. I moved the thing off. I moved the thing towards off. That was my fault. Now if you move from the driver's seat, the alarm will go off and it will stop the train. Nobody wants that. We do have the London Underground on here, and we also do have the London Overground as well. That goes to all the way to Watford Junction, I believe. There are other lines on this game which is very good. The people who are designing this game, they're designing a lot more for this map now. They added in the branch from Stratford down towards, I think it's what the station's called? From Stratford down towards the other end of the northern of the underground. They have changed the names, which is not very easy to pronounce around there now, because I don't know why they've done that. It is silly. But anyway. We're now travelling back at high speed again. If you do activate the safety systems, just to warn you, you will hear this little beeping noise every time. That's because I have to keep on pressing Q to turn it off. It's called a dead man's switch, I think. I might be wrong. If not, then you can ask me. There are skins that you can get for the trains. There are all sorts of different skins, but they do take up a bit of your gigabytes. And also you can get you can also get scenarios that can change the scenario. You can get scenarios and stuff like that. If you guys want me to, I can change the weather, and also we can do like a snow-ish thing if you want. I don't mind, but if you like that sort of thing for the whole entire gaming series and stuff like that, I can do that. We're now travelling at 110 miles per hour, which not really ideal for this bit of the line, but high speed rail is actually now trying to get better, because they are trying to sort out how the HS2 is going to go from London Euston all the way down towards Birmingham, but that's going to cut off at least for about 2 hours of travelling. 2 hours. It's like the Class 395 goes from King's Cross St Pancras all the way down to Ashford International, Esfleet and so on and so forth, but it splits. Now I'm thinking that's what they're going to do with HS2. I've got the other safety sensors on, I put it onto where the speed will just stay where it is. It won't go over that speed limit. It's like it's got its own like cruise control, basically. Once that set speed is on, you can only set it, but once you pull the brakes on, it will disable it. I do love driving trains. Trains are one of my absolutely most kind of things that I like to do. They are wonderful to drive, and I mean absolutely wonderful to drive. Especially this train. This train is absolutely one of a kind to drive. Absolutely one of a kind. The thing is, what they added onto this game as well, which you can do on SER and on the, I think, I can't remember what it's called, British Railway or something like that. I will live stream that later to show you what that game is like. This game is exactly the same, but it's more realistic to other train. Like you can realistically drive the train yourself, and also set it up, turn on all the safety mechanicals and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. Open the doors, close the doors, and do all that stuff. Also, you can also now guard the trains. Now they're adding that system, they're adding the guarding system on to like where you can guard any train you want, but technically you can't because it's done differently. How they can do the system is very different. I will show you. It's not easy, but I can show you how it works. The guarding system, I say, is so much better on here than SER at the moment. Because with SER, is like you can just open the doors will just open automatically. But on here, you can still open the doors manually. On SER, you can't do that. But on the other game, you can, from SER, and I'll show you that later. Because that is so different to all the other games in particular. So that's how these games work. But I love how DevTale really built this game. They've done so well. They've done so well in this game. Train Sim World 5 is really good. Now Train Sim World 6, I don't know if that's going to be different. But if it is, then I will be getting that game and I will be live streaming it. Now this is the Class 390, which is the Pendolino. Pendolinos came in back in years ago, working for Virgin, and I went on one when I was little, rather than go and collect my foster mum's new car. We went a ride in, and I'm like, is that the Pendolino Class 390? I'm like, I can't believe my face. You should have seen my face. My face dropped when I actually went on that train. I loved it. And that's when I fell in love with the Pendolino, because the Pendolino is actually just my favourite train of all time. That literally. Literally, I've ridden on this train before Foster Dads as well. And I think that was the last time I will ever be riding a train with him ever again. And it was. And I think it was one of the most best and very great moments. But anyway, I love this train. This train was so quick. It gets you from anywhere, like within 5 hours, within less than an hour. I say if this train can do the class 395 speed, it will get you from King's Cross St Pancras to all the way down towards like Kent within less than 5 hours, within less than 13 minutes. But the class 395 can come into a 12 car unit. This train can come into 11 and 9 car train unit. Now I don't know what's the difference between the Pendolinos, but you can. I think they can do different car sets. I think they can try do, like at least one about from 5 car unit to 6 car unit to all sorts. Tilting thing on this thing is absolutely phenomenal. I love it how this train system tilts, because the tilting thing came from the APTs, which is the older train units, just before these trains came in, and the APTs run on that train, that track what is running on now. That's back in the 90s, and you can still see the APT now because it's in Crews Depot. And it is, and I'm not joking. I went past on that train before and I seen it and I was like, no bloody way. Like, literally. I've always wanted to see the APTs. The difference between all those trains is how those trains actually work, and how they actually done the tilting system is actually phenomenal. And the tilting system came from National Rail, and it works with National Rail. National Rail came up with this tilting system. And nobody else can't have it because they have to ask National Rail to have it. That's why the Class 395 can tilt, but it's not tilting much as the Pendolino does, because it doesn't have the tilting system. And how Southeastern could have that tilting system in is because they could ask National Rail to give them the permission to have that system, but they can't, because it will cost them a lot of money and it will cost them a lot. And they have to take the trains out of service and then put them back into service again and test it, you know. They have to test them like constantly up and down the line without no passengers on it until the tilting system works properly, and so on and so forth. And that's what they're doing with the new London Underground trains at the moment in time, because they're testing the new Piccadilly line tracks. Also on my phone, but at the same time when I'm looking at that thing, pressing the keyboard. Now you see here, you can see on top it tells me how far the signals are. If I turn that off and have the automatic warning system, which is AWS, but most trains now have AWS and TWS. TWS, I'm not sure what that is. I can find out. This train is actually quite quick, you know, because if I slow down enough, these train brakes are actually better than SCRs, and I must admit. But if you slow down beforehand, I'll show you the good braking areas to slow down on SCR. because the brakes are absolutely rubbish on that game. It's not like they're glazed. If you haven't heard me say that before, because you need to watch what's the movie name called? Gran Turismo, and it will tell you all the information about why the car didn't slow down as much. The brakes were glazed, and if the brakes wasn't glazed, Marlboro would have braked very quickly, but it didn't. And the brakes were glazed. The braking systems are very, very difficult to understand. Because it's like if you're driving a car, you have to brake anyway, because if there's a car in front of you, or there's an object in front of you, and so on and so forth, or there's a person in front of you. I did not see that coming. I was not paying attention. Now this is what I mean. This is what I mean by, like, if you don't watch what you're doing, because you do have to keep an eye on the sounds and all sorts and so on and so forth, and the speed, because if you don't slow down in time, the system will automatically break the chain for you. Otherwise, you will not. If you don't initialize the system in time, the train will break. I mean, when it breaks, it will break. Cargo train. Which train is that pulling? Is that the 66? It is. Hello, gorgeous. Is this Wolford Junction? It is as well. Not. Now with actual signs and stuff like this, speed signs, you can't speed up until after you went past that sign. And how I would know when you pass the sign, it would tell me about the speed. But it's so differently in the way how you can tell when that train went past the sign. You have to count the car from that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reason why I had to count to 10, because I have to figure out how. Because you have to, like, count in your head how many cars you got on until you went past that sign. I have 9, so that's why I count to 10, so I know how far it takes at least more than 10 seconds for you to get past that sign. The reason why these speed limits came on, it's because of one guy who was speeding along down the M1, which is true. He went to speed of 180 miles per hour in one car and crashed. That's why we have the legal speed limits in. And if you didn't know that, watch Top Gear. Because it is in that episode, and it would tell, and James May would tell you everything about it. That's why I don't want car. So because of them. Now James May and Richard Hammond, they've done so well over the last couple of years. They were my favourite people to watch over on Amazon and BBC. If you want to watch funny moments of them, find it on YouTube. So. Class 710s right next to the class 100, but that's class 710s. They're run on the London Airport, and they're built by Bardi. Bardi built so many other trains as well, like the Elizabeth line. The Elizabeth line is class 345s. They built the newer trains for the South Western Railway, which is class 7. 701s, I think. They built another train as well. Another company, which I don't know. Greater Anglia, which is class 720s. And also C2C is also getting those. Saying, right? Because now they're making everything go into national rail lines. Why are you doing that for? Because that's just going to make the train tickets more expensive, not cheap, expensive. Like, why do you want to do that? If you want more people to use these trains, it could go cheaper. If you make it go more expensive, and it depends on how far you travel, and if you travel far, it'd be expensive, but if you travel not far, it'd be cheap. That's how you can get your train tickets very cheaply. And that is the same with your petrol and your diesel now, because I've noticed what they are doing. They're putting up fuel prices so it can make you try and buy an electric car. Now, isn't that just silly or something? Because in the structure of this whole entire continent, we are not built for electric cars yet. Because there's not enough places to charge your cars over around the whole entire country. And I don't get that. Like, if you wanted us to have electric cars by blah 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 blah, we can't. infrastructure is not there yet. And how are you going to get more mileage out of your car? Because you can't, because you have to run all sorts of stuff to keep the car working. You need a lot of spare batteries to get the stuff working in that car. And I'm telling you this now, this country is not ready for electric cars. I say for us, we need to stick with our petrol and diesel and hybrids. They are so much better. And with diesel, you could go many miles. You could go to Scotland and back again within half of the tank. Well, it depends on what car you have and how much tank you got inside the car. If you have a big tank, which is a big tank of fuel, which you can get, you can literally just drive there and drive back with a spare tank of fuel where we run out. Back in less than what? 50 miles? I just don't get it, because with electric cars, what happens if the rescue people can't rescue you because their vans or their cars are dead? What are you going to do? You'll be stranded in the middle of nowhere. You won't be going anywhere. And I think Jamie Clarkson, if I was talking to Jamie Clarkson and telling him about this, he would totally agree with me. The infrastructure of this whole entire continent is not there for electric cars. And I'm saying this now. If we're going to have electric cars by then, and I'm literally saying by then, I don't think we will. Because it needs to... What's the word? How can I say this right? I mean, we use everything on electricity, and we're regarding it. But what happens if we have another solar storm? And we almost did, because the Northern Lights came happen, which it shouldn't have done. You see what I mean by that? And if the solar storm hits us, and I mean if it does, it will destroy all the electronic stuff we have, including our phones, including our electricity stuff, including the electricity grid. It will cut off everything for the rest of our lives, and it will take us ages to get back to where we were again. And I feel like I'm turning this into like science. That is so weird. Sorry. But I'm telling you this now. We are doomed if that solar storm comes back again. And I mean, we're not doing great for this. We're not helping the sun at all. We're destroying the earth slowly, piece by piece. Even though this earth been here for millions and trillions of years, and people thinking that they had dinosaurs back then, and I believe it. I actually believe it. But this stuff around this earth that we don't know yet. But figuring out the possibilities of sorting out natural disasters, sorting out nuclear power plants that blown up millions of years ago, all because of one disaster. Well, there's 3 nuclear disasters, and I was saying that now. 3 nuclear power plants didn't survive. I'm telling you this now, nuclear is not a way to go around for having electricity. It is not. What did I tell you about us getting into the station in time? Like, what a record speed this train can do. And he almost did that record as well, almost breaking the APT's record down towards from here to Scotland. And back here. Well, I don't think it's back. Uh-oh. In the structure of this whole entire campsite, we still all because we don't have enough priorities to charge up these. Even electric cars can charge up within less than like an hour of charging, which is great. That's because they have superchargers everywhere. But the side of like because of the houses we live in and the power money is going up like massively. And how can we have electric cars if our money's going up? If the bills are going up, I just don't get that. Let's go a hill stop. No shit. Now I am gonna go back to the menu. Just a quick moment. Now who wants to see me go on train? What platform am I on? I literally just forgot. Oh, bloody hell. Which one is 940 then? Bingo! This is the guard door here. Wait, is it this one or is it that one? I am so confused. Maybe it's not this one. Should I get my whistle? I've got a whistle.
Vehicles parked at unauthorised points may be clamped or removed without warning. Short-term long-stay parking is available at this station.
Haven't got anybody on the boards. Just gonna go back to the back of the street. I'm gonna reset it again. See where you can, you know. Do you know, I'm gonna find another one somewhere. Tickets, please. Tickets. Any tickets? Tickets, tickets, tickets. Any tickets, mate? Tickets. Any tickets? Any tickets? So there's 101 remaining of the tickets. Where is this guy? I can't see him. Any tickets? No? No? No tickets whatsoever? Oh, let's give me one. Do you know what I'm going to do on foot? See if I can get the whole train. Well, if you want to try and do Worcester, don't. I tell you that now. Alright, I'm spawning in a Pendolino. Pendolino should be. Should we spawn in the one with the Virgin Virgin? Look at that view. See if I've got enough. Or should we drive this one? I think we should drive this one.